Thanks for joining us today. We're joined now by James Spady, the elder statesman of this Nevada football coaching staff, the longest continuously tenured coach in this program, 3 years. Coach Spady, you've kind of had to go through a transition here into this new coaching staff, and talk a little bit about that process, moving from Coach Alt and now Coach Pulling coming in, and a lot of new energy and kind of a high-tempo atmosphere here in Cashel Fieldhouse.
Yeah, I think that's kind of my style. Really, to be honest with you, I'm a passionate guy, passionate about what we do, and when you get a little bit younger blood, you get a little bit more excitement going on. Our kids tend to buy into it, and the excitement causes us all to just push a little bit harder and be a little bit more successful.
Let's talk about offensively. Obviously, the pistol offense, this is the birthplace of it, and it's going to continue on with, obviously, your experience in the pistol offense, Coach Wolovitz's experience in the pistol offense, and you guys have a lot of pieces returning on the field in a Cody Fajardo and all those receivers and tight ends and some linemen who have battle-tested over the years. What about that continuity is kind of exciting and positive moving forward?
Well, one of the main reasons I came here was to study the pistol under Coach Alt. And, as far as I'm concerned, it's the cutting edge of college football, at least for offensive football, as you think about the landscape of college football right now. And so the opportunity to come here and study this offense and really get a grasp of what is the cutting edge of offensive football, and then to have to be involved with the transition of it going forward. And Nick bringing in a full field progression passing game and being able to spread out and do some different things to make the defense cover the entire field. It's just a very positive situation to be involved in as a football coach. You can't ask for anything better.
You have an interesting connection with a couple coaches on this staff. Obviously, you and Nick have worked here together. But then Ron Hudson coming in, you worked with him at UTEP, and Nick worked with him briefly at a previous stop as well. So a little triumvirate there of kind of meshing experiences together.
Triumvirate. Very good. I worked with Ron Hudson for about 3 years at UTEP, my alma mater, Go Fighting Miners. At any rate, we got a chance to develop a relationship there, and Ron Hudson's a character guy. He's a very passionate football coach, as I feel like I am myself, and so we hit it off years ago and have stayed friends over the years. And when there was an opportunity to hire Ron, I was just as excited as anybody to get him on staff. And so we were able to do that, and this is going to be a fun time.
Let's talk about tight ends. Your forte here with this program, and the last couple you've had are going into the NFL with Virgil Green of the Denver Broncos, and now Zach Sudfeld on the cusp of it with the draft coming up here pretty quick. The guys you have returned have some good experience in a Colby Arenzi and a Steven Jeffers and even a Randy Horton who played a little bit last year. What is it about those three? What do they each one bring to the table for you?
Well, first of all, we've got a tradition here at the University of Nevada for Nevada tight ends are looked at as guys that you can rely on. They can definitely do everything that's required of that position. And so we want to make sure we carry on that tradition. We're going to bring in guys at the tight end position who can obviously help us win, but they've also got some standards that they've got to live up to. And so I like that aspect of coaching tight ends at Nevada. As far as those individuals, Colby Arenzi was, we were very fortunate in an unfortunate way, if you will, to get him a lot of snaps 2 years ago. And so you got a guy coming back who has played, he's battle-tested. When Zach Sudfeld went down 2 years ago in the Oregon game, he was forced into service. Steven Jeffers was a beneficiary of more playing time as a result of that situation. And so we've got some guys who've been battle-tested, who have been in the system for a long time, and we feel pretty confident that they're going to be able to pull their weight. Randy Horton is a guy that we went out and recruited to play the position. He's a big, good-looking kid with a lot of athletic ability and great ball skills, and we're looking for some great things out of him. He was able to get on the field last year, play a little special teams and spot duty as a tight end, and I think that prepared him going forward. And so we like that group that we have in our room right now, and I just want to see them continue to improve and make a contribution to the football team.
What about some of the younger guys? freshmen who the average fan might not have had a chance to see yet or heard much about?
Yeah, there's two young, exciting guys who have tremendous ball skills, very athletic guys. Cody Tuttle came in as a wide receiver. He was a wide receiver in high school. We moved him to the tight end position. Has great athletic ability and great ball skills. We are in a transition phase for him, turning him from a small skill to a big skill position guy. And he's embraced that. He's a hard worker. He has the thought process that if I'm going to be good, I'm going to have to put in the work. And then we have Jared Gibson, a kid from Houston, Texas. He came out of a very solid high school program, good success. And those guys usually come in a little bit more prepared for the college level when they've been in a structured high school program. He's a kid who has a lot of versatility. He's done a lot of things on the football field. He's been a punt returner, kick returner, et cetera, et cetera. So we look for great things from him as well.
Yeah, Gibson's a kid who last year in fall camp, I know there was a thought about playing him right away as a true freshman, and unfortunately had a knee injury later on in the year. How's he kind of come back from that?
Well, he's one of the hardest working guys we have on our football team. And so he has willed himself back onto the football field. Now, we're going to be very cautious, not take him along too soon, too fast. And so he's spending the spring continuing to get stronger, continuing to prepare himself for next season.
As we kind of wrap up spring drills here and move into the offseason and get ready for fall camp come August, what are some of the goals you have for the guys that you're coaching and moving into fall camp, getting ready for this 2013 season?
Yeah, so each guy has a different skill set, and what we try to do during the course of spring ball and in the fall, we try to identify what you do well. We try to identify the things that you're not doing so well that lend themselves to you being a better position player at the tight end spot. And so that's what we're doing right now. We're identifying everybody's skill set, trying to identify the things that they're doing well and make sure that they continue and accentuate that. We're also trying to make sure that if you don't do something well, let's find a way to fix that and let's get better at that. We in our room, we usually set a goal for every practice. And what we're telling those guys and what they believe in at this point is I'm going to get better at something today. If I don't, I'm not going to get any better.